Hi students, in this video we are going to discuss a few questions which occurred for the last TCS Ninja 2022 examination. There were pseudocodes, code snippets which occurred for the examination. So without wasting much time, let's have a look at these questions. TCS Ninja 2022 programming logic questions. What would be the output of the following pseudocode? Here, x, y and z are initialized as integers. X is assigned a value of 2, y is assigned a value of 1 and z is assigned a value of 5. And then we have a do-while statement. So before moving on to the do-while statement, let us evaluate this while expression first. While x and y or z plus 1. Here x and y, this is a bitwise AND. In C programming, we have both bitwise operators and logical operators. Bitwise operators are bitwise AND, bitwise OR, XOR, ones complement, right shift and left shift. In all these operators, we have to first convert the operands into their corresponding binary and then perform the operation. Once you perform the operation, you have to convert it back to decimal. Then we have a set of logical operators. In logical operators, we can perform the operation on the operands itself. You don't have to convert it into its corresponding binary. You can perform the operations on the operands itself. That's the difference between bitwise operators and logical operators. Now coming back to our question, we have a bitwise AND. That means we have x and y. So we have to convert x and y into its corresponding binary. X is having a value of 2. So its corresponding binary is 0, 1, 0. Y is 1, therefore its corresponding binary is 0, 0, 1. Now we have converted both the operands into its corresponding binary. Now we can perform the bitwise AND operation. And in AND operation, only if both the inputs are 1, your output would be 1. Otherwise, your output is going to be 0. In this case, in none of the cases, both the inputs are 1. In all the cases, the inputs are there will be either 1, 0. So, here if you perform AND operation, 0 and 1 is 0. 1 and 0 is 0. 0 and 0 is 0. Now we have to convert this back to its decimal. Okay. Now we are converting back to decimal. Decimal equivalent of 0, 0, 0 is 0. So, now your sub-expression, value for this sub-expression is 0. 0 or z plus 1. Now, we know that z will keep on changing once you evaluate this loop. So, initially the value of z is 5. So, 0 or 5 while 0 or 5. While 0 or 5. Value of this sub-expression is true. Computer says that this is true. Okay, so the while loop stands as long as the expression inside the while loop is true. Once it becomes false, then the loop terminates and we can come out of the loop. Now we will evaluate your do-while loop. We have a print statement inside the do-while loop. The print statement is print z minus minus. Z minus minus is a post-decrement operator. For a post-decrement operator, first the value will be supplied. So, value 5 will be supplied. Then the value will be decremented. So, now this is 4. And now it is checking the loop again. This 0 doesn't change at all. 0 or now what is the value? Z plus 1, Z is now 4. So, 0 or 5. That means 0 or 5, this is a logical operator. So, 0 or 5 means the condition is true. Again, the loop executes. So now this is value is supplied. What is the value right now? Right now it is 4. Then this is decremented. It is now 3. Now again 3 plus 1. 3 plus 1 is 4. 3 plus 1 is 4. So the while loop stands. Again it goes on and 3 is printed. Then value is decremented by 2. Moving on like this, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. When it comes to 2, here it will be 1. When it comes to 1, it would be 0. Even if it comes to 0, again if you add 0 plus 1, 1 is there, so while loop stands. But when it is 0 printing over here, what is the value over here? Here it would be minus 1. When it comes to minus 1, what happens? Minus 1 plus 1 is 0. That means while becomes while false. The while loop no longer holds. So the loop terminates and comes out of the loop. So your answer is 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and 0. So answer is option A, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and 0. Hope it is clear. Let us move on to another question. Here, find the output of the following code. You have an integer num declared. Then printf statement is there, enter number. Then we have a scanf statement which scans the number as num. Then no is equal to num into 2 plus 3. Another expression is there, another statement is there. No and 1 and printf odd, printf even, return 0. We'll feel that this program works fine. But if you closely examine this program, we can see that there is a small mistake. Mistake is not small, but there is a mistake. What is the mistake? Here, num is initialized as int. What about no? We have learned before that in C, anything should be initialized before, any variable should be initialized before using it in the program. Correct? So, is it initialized? Is this no is initialized? No, it is not initialized at the beginning. Therefore, it throws an error, no undeclared. Okay, so your answer would be error, no undeclared. Okay, let's see the next question. What will be the output of the following code? We have inside the main function, we have a while loop and print hello world is there. Yeah, what a beautiful program. What a very simple program, small program. But do you think this also works fine? No. What is the error in this program? See, if you see this while statement, where is the expression inside this while statement? There are no expression inside that while statement. Isn't it? So inside the while statement, you should give some expression to evaluate. Okay, so here now expression is given inside the while statement. So the answer would be, there will be an error throwing out. During your compilation, a compile time error will be thrown out, saying that an expression is expected inside the parentheses. An expression is expected inside the parentheses. That is what the error would be. So again, your answer is option A is a compile time error. Okay. Another question. What will be the output of the following code? We have a code snippet given and we have to find the output of that. Here, lower limit is initialized as 10. Then you have a switch statement. Before the switch statement, x is given a value of 10 and x is an integer. So, inside the switch statement, yeah, this is another type of switch statement where you have multiple expressions. Switch x comma x into 2. What is this? Switch. If you put the values x x is 10 and x into 2 is 20. In such cases, the rightmost expression will be compared with the case statements. Okay. For while comparing your switch with the case statements, in such statement, such expression, if you are given multiple expressions, the rightmost expression or value will be compared with the case statements. Okay. So now we will evaluate all the case statements. Case lower limit. What is the value of lower limit? It is 10. So it is case 10. Switch 20 and 10. 20 and 10 doesn't match. So it doesn't work. Okay. Again, next case statement. What is next case statement? Lower limit into 2. What is lower limit? Lower limit is 10. 10 into 2 is 20. 10 into 2 is 20. So, case 20. Yeah, a perfect match. Correct? Switch 20 and case 20. It matches. So, your output would be X, Y and Z. X, Y, Z. What about after that you have a break? So, it breaks out from the loop. If there was no break, the following statements, case statements also would be evaluated. Okay, not evaluated. Following printf, all the printf statements, including the default statement, will be printed. But in this case, what happens is there is a break after this case statement. So, after this, none of the statements are evaluated and your output will be only X, Y and Z. So, answer is X, Y, Z. Let us look into another question. What would be the output of the below code? What would be the output of the below code? Again, we have a code. Here, integer n, num is equal to 8421. N is equal to num. N is equal to num. N is equal to num means n is equal to 8421. While num greater than or equal to 10, num divided by equal to 10. Num divided by equal to 10 means num is equal to num by 10. This is the meaning of that expression. Num is equal to num by 10. That is the meaning of this expression. Outside this loop, we have a printf statement. So, whatever value you obtain after this, obtain at the end of this while loop only will be printed. Okay. So, first of all, we will see num is equal to num by 10. That means 8421 divided by 10. 8421 divided by 10. What is the answer of 8421 divided by 10? It is 842. No decimal places will be coming. Why? Because these are declared as integers. It is not declared as floating point numbers. Okay, it is declared as integers. Once you declare it as integer, the answer also would be an integer. So, 8421 divided by 10 will be 842. Now, coming back to the expression inside the loop, inside the while, what is that? Num greater than or equal to 10. Yes, num 842 is greater than or equal to 10. Again, num is equal to 842 divided by 10. What is 842 divided by 10? It is 84. 84. Again, no decimal places because num and n is declared as integers. Now again, is 84 greater than or equal to 10? Yes, 84 is greater than 10. So, num is again equal to 84 divided by 10, which is equal to 8. Now it is checking whether 8 is greater than or equal to 10. Is 8 greater than or equal to 10? No, 8 is not greater than 10. 8 is less than 10. So, it comes out of the loop and print num. What is the value of num now? Num is now 8. So, 8 will be printed. 8 will be printed. Okay. That was a very straightforward code. There was nothing confusing in this. Only thing you have to take care is any integer divided by another integer, you would be getting an integer value only. There will not be any decimal places. Only that is the point you have to memorize. Okay. So that was a straightforward question, a beautiful question. What will be the output of the following pseudocode? So this is a pseudocode. It is not an actual code. Okay. Here x, y and z are initialized as integers. Then we have x is equal to 3, y is equal to 4 and z is equal to 4. Then we have a special type of operator which is known as the conditional operator. Okay, this is a special type of operator which is known as the conditional operator. What is the significance of this operator? So you can see there is an expression. After that there is a question mark. Then there is a value 1, then a colon and 0. So first the expression before the question mark will be evaluated. Okay, and based on the answer, if while executing this expression, if you obtain a true statement, that means if you obtain a 1, then anything before the colon will be evaluated. Okay, anything before the colon will be evaluated. It can either be an expression or it can be a value. Okay, here it is a value, but it can also be an expression that will be evaluated. And if when you execute this expression and if it is a 0, then anything after the colon will be evaluated. Any expression or any value after the colon will be evaluated. Okay, that is the speciality of this conditional operator. And I have attached the precedence and associativity table. What is precedence and associativity table? Precedence and associativity table is like in what precedence you should do the operations. In which precedence you should do which operation should be done first. That is what the precedence and associativity table tells you. Associativity means whether we have to perform the operation from left to right or from right to left. That's what associativity means. Okay. So I have attached the precedence table just to make sure of the precedence and associativity in this code. So here it is given z greater than or equal to y greater than or equal to x. We have to evaluate this. So value of this expression. See here it is greater than or equal to. Both the cases it is greater than or equal to. So you don't have to worry about the precedence because precedence is same. But associativity we have to make sure whether we have to operate it from left to right or from right to right, left. So if you see here, greater than or equal to is here and associativity is from left to right. That means we have to evaluate it from left to right. Okay. So z greater than or equal to y we have to evaluate first. Z is 4 and y is 4. 4 greater than or equal to 4. It is true. This statement is true. How does a computer tells that it is true? Computer gives a 1 if it is true. Now we have to evaluate the second one. So 1 greater than or equal to x. What is x? X is 3. 1 greater than or equal to 3. Is 1 greater than or equal to 3? No, 1 is not greater than or equal to 3. It is, the answer would be false. And how does a computer tells you that it is false? It gives a 0. So now your expression is like 0 question mark 1 colon 0. I told you if anything before the question mark is false, that means if it is 0, then anything after the colon will be your answer or that expression will be evaluated. So here because we have obtained a 0, after the colon the answer is 0. So your answer is option B 0. Your answer is option B 0. Okay. This is another question. What will be the output of the following pseudocode? Here A equal to B equal to 0 and you have an array. Array is C of 10 is equal to 11, 22, 33, 44, 55, 66, 77, 88, 99 and 100. And the array is evaluated. There is a for loop. It is from A equal to 0 to A less than 7. That means this complete array is not served through. Only till the 7th, this is 0th element, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Only till this element the array runs through. Okay. So here if C of A mod 2 is equal to 1, we are entering the loop. First A equal to 0, A equal to 0 and initialized as 0, A less than till A less than 7 it is evaluated and it is seeing if C of A mod 2 is equal to 1. That means C of 0. What is C of 0? C of 0 is the 0th element. 0th element is 11. 11 mod 2. 11 mod 2 is 5 into 2 which is 10. This is 1. This is the answer. This is mod 2. Okay, 11 mod 2 is equal to 1. Checking whether 11 mod 2 is equal to 1. Yes, 11 mod 2 is equal to 1. So, then B plus equal to C of A, which means B is equal to B plus C of A. What is B? B is 0. C of A is 11. So, B is equal to 11. Okay. Now, again, plus plus A. Plus plus A in the for loop, value is incremented to 1. So, it is checking if A greater than 7. Now, A is 1. A less than 7. It is checking. A is less than 7 only. Now, it is checking if it is entering the loop and if C of A mod 2 is equal to 1. Now C of A is 1, first element. So C of A is 22. 22 mod 2. What is 22 mod 2? 2 into 2. 2 into, it is 11. I'm sorry, it is 11. 11 into 2, it is 22. It is 0. So this if condition is wrong. So the statement after the if statement also will not be executed. Now again A is incremented to 2. Whether 2 is less than 7, 2 is less than 7. So third element will be taken. Okay, 33 mod 2. What is 33 mod 2? Any odd number mod 2 will be equal to 1. So that gets added to your 11, 33. Similarly, going on like this, 11 plus 33 plus 55 plus 77. After that, 88 is there. 99 will not be evaluated because end of the for loop is reached. Because it is the 8th element, whether 8 is less than 7, it is not less than 7. So the following statements will not be executed and it comes out of the loop. Okay. So now the answer is 11 plus 33 plus 55 plus 77, which is equal to 176 is your answer. Option B, 176 is your answer. What will be the output of the following code? Okay, here we have int main, in value is equal to 0, x is equal to 0, and we have a for loop from 0 to 5. For loop ranging from 0 to 5. 0 less than x less than 5, x plus plus. And inside the for loop, you have value plus plus, and you have a continuous statement, then you have printf. Okay, continuous statement is before the printf statement. Okay, that is the twist here. Continuous statement is before the printf statement. So what happens? For x is equal to 0, inside it comes value plus plus, value will be 1. What happens? There is a continuous statement after that. Continuous statement means after which the statements after the continue will not be executed. The loop will be continued. So what happens? Nothing will be printed on the screen because this printf statement will not be evaluated. Okay, this printf statement will not be evaluated after the continue. Continue means the loop will be executed one after the other, but printf statement will not be executed. Once the loop finishes, it comes out of the loop. Okay. So your answer is option D. Nothing will be printed on the screen. Okay. What is the output of the following code? Integer digit is equal to 0. If digit, print 1. Else, print digit. And if. This is the code. This is a pseudo code. Here, digit is equal to 0. If digit means if of 0. If of 0 means the condition inside the if loop is false. If the condition inside the if loop is false, then the following statements after the if will not be executed. Instead, the else part will be executed. So, else print digit is what will be executed. So print digit means 0 will be executed. 0 will be printed on the screen. Their option is option C, 0. This is the last question. What is the output of the following pseudocode? Read integer rows is equal to 1, lotus is equal to 2, rows plus equal to lotus is equal to rows, print lotus. So this is a pseudocode. It's not actual code. Okay. But anyways, here we have to go for the operators, precedence and associativity. Here plus equal to and equal to have the same precedence. But associativity is from right to left. Associativity is from right to left. So initially lotus is equal to rows will be evaluated. This sub expression will be evaluated first. Lotus is equal to rows. So value of lotus is now changed from 2 to 1. Now rows plus is equal to lotus, which means rows is equal to rows plus lotus. Rows is equal to rows plus lotus, which means what is the value of rows? 1. Now what is the value of lotus now? Lotus is also 1. So answer is 2. If you don't evaluate it from the right to left, your answer may go wrong. So associativity is very important in this case. Okay, so rows is 2. So print rows means 2 will be printed. And print lotus. What is lotus now? Lotus is now 1. So 2, 1 will be printed. It seems like 21 because we have not given any space here in the code. We have not given any new line in the code. So without giving any space or new line in the code, the compiler does not print so. Okay, the computer does not identify a space or a new line unless and until it is given. So 2, 1 is the answer. Okay, option C, 2, 1. That was the end of the session. We will meet with more questions on the next video. Till then, bye and thank you.